Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. If you are new here, my name is Natalie and I post weekly vlogs in my life, productive routines, and more lifestyle content. So definitely subscribe if you are new. I would love to have you here. But today's video is slightly different than my typical videos. I've been having a huge want and desire this year to do more podcast, sit down kind of chit chat videos. So this is my first one and I am like very nervous right now. I don't know why. Um, I think it's the mic. I think that's what it is. I feel like I'm kind of hosting a show in a way, but I do not want the video to come off that way at all. I actually want this to be a very just chill kind of vibes video talking about life. Before we get into today's video, really quickly, if you have any topics in mind that you want to discuss, drop them below in the comments because some of you guys already gave me some great suggestions for topic ideas. So yes, comment below your discussions, your topics that you want to talk about. But okay, so today, as you could tell by the title, we are talking about living a quiet life. And what does that even mean? Why should we live a quiet life, especially going into this year of 2025? So let's think about what the opposite thing of a quiet life is, right? I feel like in today's world, we are always pressured to be loud about our lives. And we always have this pressure to prove something in society. And that is like how successful we are, how happy our family is, and who's doing better than the other person. And I feel like it's constant comparison and validation. And I feel like this especially comes on social media. For example, Instagram, that is a prime example right there. I always used to compare myself to others, especially when they would post their stories. And you have to know this, right? It's like people post their stories and it's always the good things, it's never the bad things. And it's so easy to compare your life to other people's lives and to people you know. I feel like it's a constant burnout in today's world, especially like I said on social media, where we are always either seeking validation or we are comparing to others. And it's really exhausting. Aside from Instagram and social media, I also had to make a lot of changes in my life personally, and that was very difficult for me. But as I started doing them little by little and getting rid of my negative habits and the negative things, it really started to change my life. And I think it was hard. It was definitely hard. Like, for example, people pleasing. I always had this problem growing up and into my early 20s, of just always doing things for others. And there comes to a certain point where it's a good thing, of course, to help others, help your friends, and be there for people, of course. And I'm an empath, so I feel like that's something that I really easily fall into the trap of just, I care about others, and sometimes I care a little too much that I will overstep my boundaries. And I feel like this year and last year I started to practice this a little bit more, but this year I want to be okay with saying no to things and really setting healthy boundaries. And that is completely okay, guys. Like when I tell you, it's okay to say no to people, to going to a certain event that you don't really want to go to an opportunity that you just changed your mind on or you just don't really feel like it anymore. It's okay to have healthy boundaries, and it doesn't make you a bad person at all. It's just you setting them for yourself and you respecting yourself and also others around you. So yes, people pleasing, we are not taking her into 2025, okay? Another thing I struggled with in the previous years was focusing on everything else and anything else except for myself and what I am called to do and what I need to do for me. And this was just like a lot of events and a lot of things, but what I'm trying to say is that all the other years I focused way too much on everything else. And that did not make my life quiet. It did not make my personal life quiet. It did not make my inner peace quiet because I had no inner peace. I was just focused on a lot of other things going on in my life except for what I'm called to do and what I need to do for myself and what I want to do to have success in my life. And a lot of it was distraction, it was noise, and my life was not quiet at all. That's why last year I really started to change it, because I was like, you know what? I'm 25 years old, and if you're in your 20s, if you're in your early 20s or even late 20s, you know, we just trying to figure things out, okay? We are just in this world trying to figure it out, and we don't have it all together, and it's hard out here, okay? I think this was just like my frontal lobe development thing going on, but I was really just like, okay, girl, we have to hold back in a couple areas of your life, and we need to find our inner peace so that we can do what we need to do. And that was hard. It was very, very hard for me. Sometimes it feels isolating in a way, or when you hear about a quiet life, you can easily take that and think that you are just completely cut off from the world. And that is not what I'm trying to say. But living a quiet life is really choosing to live for you and setting healthy boundaries in your life. But as I was making this shift in my life to be more quiet, it really helped me find my inner peace. And it really helped me have a wake up call too, in a way of like, hey, we need to finally focus on us. And it's really, really important to do that because I only have so much time. And I feel like it can easily also come off as selfish in a way, but it's not at all, because we are supposed to focus on ourselves. We're supposed to focus on what we're called to do. And when we have all this distraction and all this noise, it's hard to do that. I think the first thing that really made me feel good about living a more quiet life was enjoying the little things. Before, I never used to do that. It was always go, go, go. It was always caught up in everything else's business. But now I enjoy the small things, like, for example, going on outdoor walks. I really enjoy just the little things, like hearing the birds chirp or seeing the different trees bloom different pretty flowers, and the weather and the sun shining on me. Things like that I never really used to recognize before, and they sound kind of cheesy, like maybe it could be whatever, but it's important. It's important to just take a step back and be present in your life. The small things that make you happy and that bring you peace, like going on outdoor walks or reading a book or journaling daily. That is something that has really helped me. And ever since I started YouTube, I started to do that. Before YouTube, I was not a journaling girly, but now I have become one. And I think that is something that I would have, like old Natalie would have never even done before. So really just embracing the small things, being present, and doing things that bring you inner peace is what is important. And kind of going back to before with social media, taking that break from it or taking that social media detox is very, very crucial, especially this year. If you're like, I am tired of it and I haven't been focusing on myself, this is your sign to take that break from it, because it will really help you realize that there is so much more to life, and you will feel so much better about who you are, and you'll tune into you. And that's the goal for this year, is to really accomplish the things that I want to accomplish, because all the other previous years I was putting me on the back burner and everything else on the forefront. No more distractions, and social media was one big thing. Although I am trying to be a content creator, so that kind of contradicts it, but only for content creation purposes. This is your sign to live a more peaceful, quiet life this year. Get rid of any of those noise and distractions you have in your life. Take a break from it. You don't need it, because this year it's time to really focus on what we want to accomplish. And that pushing away all that noise is a huge step in getting to where we want to be. And don't feel that you have to post all your success or the little things here and there online and for people to see. Hustle in private. Don't feel pressured to show people. Like, just focus on you. Let them miss out on you. I'm not saying cut off every single person and every single thing, because having good friendships are really important, and having good family and good people surrounding your inner circle is amazing. I saw this girl post on TikTok that this year she's already incorporating all her little hobbies that she loves, and she started to go out and like do art classes alone and something else. I think it was drawing or cooking or something like that. But I was like, you know what? Heck yeah. That's exactly what I want to do this year. And I encourage you guys to do as well. Is if you have like little hobbies that you want to do or passions, go do it this year. It's about time that this year we focus on our passions and our hobbies. Like, if you like to cook or you want to learn how to cook, like myself, because I suck at cooking, go take a cooking class. I just found out the other day that I think William Sonoma does little free cooking classes, and you can watch somebody make a meal, and I think you can like taste test it and everything. And I told my husband, I was like, we need to go do that ASAP. But just little things like that. Like, it doesn't even have to be expensive either. Go to a little craft store, pick up a little painting setup, and do some painting. Do some things that bring you inner peace and that you like to do and you've been putting off because instead you're scrolling on social media. Who knows where they'll take you, honestly. Like, you might just become a good artist this year that you didn't know that you were. Or I know I love animals, so I am considering doing some volunteering of some sort on a farm or something with animals, because I love them so much. I love horses, I love dogs, I love cats, I love them all. The previous years, I never did that stuff. I was caught up in everything else and anything else, but this year I'm like, no, we are going to be in the present, we're going to enjoy the small things, and we are going to hustle in silence, and we are going to do some things we've been putting off all the other years that make us happy and make us grow. But yeah, comment below on this video what is one thing that you have been putting off that you just want to do this year. What is a hobby? What is something you're passionate about that you really want to get in this year? Comment that below. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful, and I had a good time discussing this topic today. So keep doing you, keep working on you, girl, and let's have a good year of 2025. So thank you again, and I will see you soon in the next video.